Imagine you could get into a time machine and you could go back to the past when you were going to start investing, and what advice would you give yourself? Well, that's what this video is going to be. It's going to be the 3 things that I wish I could go and tell myself when I started investing, except I'm going to tell you instead, because real estate investing, it's one of the best ways to create quick cash flow and long-term wealth. But boy, it sure can be confusing when you first start out. I recently got asked that, what would you do if you could go back? Like, what would be the stuff that you would tell yourself? You could get into a time machine. What would you go? What advice would you give the younger you? Well, in today's video, I'm going to share with you the 3 things I wish I'd known when I first started investing, when we started this company. Are you ready? Because here they come. Let's go. Okay, the first thing that I gotta tell you, and this one is so critical. Oh my goodness, you guys, it's this. Real estate, if you wanna succeed, it's not going to be fast, okay? It's gonna take time. Fast does not mean better, by the way, it means riskier. So a lot of people think like, oh, I just wanna jump to real estate wealth. I just wanna get there as quick as I can. Well, listen, fast may sound good, and on paper it sounds really awesome. Like, how do I get there as quickly as possible? However, the faster you go, the riskier it can be. Real estate takes time. In fact, time is the single most critical element of all of real estate investing. If you jump into real estate to get rich quick, what's going to happen is you may get rich, you may do it quickly, but the majority of people are not going to get rich quick. They're going to fail quickly, right? Now, you've probably heard that phrase, fail quickly, fail often, right? Which is good. Right? We want that. But what we don't want to do is we don't want you gambling with money that you're not going to be able to get back. So what happens is a lot of people, and this kind of brings us to point number 2, so I'll kind of marry them. The first one is real estate takes time. The second is this: education does not automatically mean results. And these 2 things go together, because there's a lot of people that pay for education, right? In fact, this is what most people do when they think about getting into real estate. They've read a book like Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And they go, oh yeah, I want to get into real estate. That's going to be awesome. I'm going to make so much money in real estate, bro. I'm going to have a Lamborghini like tomorrow. And so what they do is they jump into real estate, but they don't know what to do. So they go, oh, I just got to go get education. And so they see some sort of an infomercial, and now they go to the infomercial, and that infomercial tries to sell them more stuff and more stuff and more stuff. And before they know it, they've spent $20,000 on an education that's going to help them go fast to make a bunch of money in real estate, only to realize that they never get all of what they need in the education, and it's not going to be fast, it's going to take time. But all the selling was that it was going to be fast, was that it was going to be easy. So education and speed do not necessarily make successful real estate. Let me tell you what happened to me. So I remember I was going through my divorce, I was living alone, and you should weep for me. It was like me, my dogs, and a barbecue grill. I mean, that was literally my life. Yeah, that's it. Can we cue the violin? So I was living alone, and one night I'm watching TV because I had nothing better going on in my life. I'm watching TV and an infomercial comes on, and so I'm like, oh, let me watch this. And it totally did all the sales things that kind of get you really triggered. Not triggered, but get you hooked. And so I'm watching and I'm like, oh my gosh, that looks awesome. I want to go do that thing. And so I buy it, right? It was like, I don't know, $39.99. I had to call this phone number. It was like, 2 in the morning. I call this phone number. They're like, yes, sir. We'd love to ship that out to you. That would be wonderful. Now, in order to really have the success that you want, you're also going to need to get this package that's like $200. So I'm like, I got a credit card. I could buy whatever I want. So I buy the lower package, I buy the higher package, and I can't wait. They're like, it's gonna be shipped right away. And oh man, the infomercial was good. It was gonna be all this education on how to go make money fast, how to make money easy, how to make money quickly in real estate. And I was so excited, and here's what happened. A couple days later, I get this package that shows up. It's this amazing package. It's right on my step. And I open it. It's all everything cellophane wrapped, because if it's wrapped in cellophane, then it's going to be good. And I open it. I'm like, look at all this stuff. It was like books and CDs and DVDs and all this stuff, right? And I open it. I'm like, oh, this is awesome. Except there was a problem. There was not a simple quick start guide. I didn't know where to start. I didn't know what to read. First, it didn't say start here. I didn't know, so I just cracked something open. I start reading a book, and it talks about a DVD, so I put that DVD in, and I go through all of the material, and all of it did the same thing, and it was so confusing to me because this education that was coming from the infomercial that told me I could make money really quickly and really easily if I just bought this education. What happened is everything led to something else that I had to buy. It was like this book was like, here's everything you need, except actually what you really need is this other little piece that you have to pay more money for. And it was time and time again. And so I finally, after reading all of these materials, after spending a couple $100s, I just threw it away. I gave up. I said, I'm never going to succeed in real estate. I wish I could go back and tell me that not only does fast mean risky, not only does fast mean it might be more difficult than you think, but that time was going to be on my side if I would have started then, because it took me years before I started real estate again, because I didn't know that real estate takes time. I thought it was just going to go fast, and I thought that education was the key. Now, I'm here to tell you that while education is important, it's not the only thing that's going to make you successful. There's an entire multi-billion-dollar industry based on selling you education, because they know that less than 3% of us are ever going to go and actually do real estate. So if they sell us education and we don't go do real estate, they make money, but we don't. Another story about education. I was at an event in Las Vegas. This is after we'd started the company. And we had a product that we could sell, and we were trying to help people do real estate. And I go to this event. This event is for speakers who sell from stage. Speakers who sell real estate education to other people. And I was like, we don't really sell real estate education from stage, but this might be really interesting. So we go to it, and we're sitting in this room, me and my partners, and one of the speakers asks this question of everybody in the room. And he knew what everybody in the room apparently knew, but that I didn't know. And he said this: raise your hand if you make the majority of your money doing the real estate you teach other people to do. There was only a handful of people in the room that raised their hand, and it was us. We're like, oh crap. All the other gurus, all the other sellers, all the other education peddlers made more money selling education than they did on actually doing the thing they were teaching other people to do. What does that tell you? It tells you that the world and industry is designed to trick you into thinking it's going to be fast and it's going to be easy and it's going to be available to you. All you have to do is get the education. But it doesn't actually mean it's going to create results for you. Now, before I jump in and give you the last thing, the last piece of advice that I wish I could go back and tell me years and years ago when I got started, before I go back and share that with you, I want to just say thank you. I want to say thank you for being here. You know, I love that we get to do this, and I love that we get to have this channel together. And look, this channel is all about showing you the tips and the tricks for getting started in real estate investing. It's about giving you the advice that I wish I would have had, 15 years ago or whatever, right? It's about helping you win. It's about helping you make millions in real estate by stacking micro wins. So we're gonna be sharing videos on this channel about how to replace your income, how to declare economic independence, so that you can retire early and create generational wealth for you and your family. So if you wanna find out how to find the right deals for you, how to get started in real estate, how to find the kind of advice that's gonna make a big difference for you, this channel is for you. We wanna set you up and set your family up for success. So please make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you come back often and you check for this content, because our job is to deliver incredible ideas and thoughts and tactical ways to move forward so you can change your life one property at a time. Okay? Now, let's get to the third point, our third bit of advice that I wish I could go back and tell myself. Because remember I told you that when I got that education package and I didn't know what to do, I waited. I threw it away and I said, oh my goodness, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to get started in real estate. How is this gonna work? Well, I wish then what I know now, I wish I would have known it then, which is this. There's always a right time to buy, and that right time is always now. There is literally not a bad time to buy real estate. I know that may seem counterintuitive, right? Like, what happens if the market is collapsing? And what happens? Look, we have clients and even ourselves at the company, we bought real estate when it was at the peak before it crashed. But if you give it time, remember, because the first bit of advice I would go and tell myself is that real estate is not fast. If you give it time, real estate always works out in the long run. Assuming you buy the right kind of property in the right kind of market and you do it with the right strategy. You buy the right type of real estate in the right market, then now is always a good time to buy. Because now is always better than the future, because now gives you the ability to start to take advantage of the benefits of real estate today instead of postponing the benefits for the future. So I wish that I could go back and tell myself, Kev, don't wait. Just figure out how to buy. Go buy now. But I also wish that I could have gone back and told myself that the best way to do real estate is conservatively, right? It's not going to be fast. It's going to take time. It's that education is not the key, but that now is always the right time to buy if it's the right kind of real estate. And that's what this channel is all about. This channel is about saying, look, are you tired of the roller coaster ups and downs of what's going on in the market? Are you tired of kind of going, I don't know what real estate to do. I don't know where to start. I don't know how to go from here. I don't know what my next step should be. This channel is designed for you and for that. In fact, we are here for you. We want to be able to help you navigate the difficulty of the real estate market, know where to buy real estate, know what kind of real estate to buy, so that you can realize that it's going to take time, but now's always the right time to do it. We are not here simply to educate you. Done For You Real Estate is here to do it with you. So what I want you to do, I want you to go to DFY-realestate.com, and I want you to go and request a call so we can jump on the phone and we can help you realize how you get to your next property. We don't want you to have to deal with all of the frustrations and headaches that many people have to deal with, that we've had to deal with for 15 years. If we can give you a shortcut and help you get from where you are to where you're trying to go, then let us do that. Go drop down into the link, into the description below, click the link, go to DFY-realestate.com, and realize that real estate will be profitable if you will give it time. If you realize it's more than education, it's about doing, and if you realize that now is always the right time to take action, if you're taking action on the right things. So go to the description, click the link below, check out DFY-realestate.com, and we'll talk to you real soon.